The time has finally come for us to tell you a little secret we've been keeping. As you can see, I'm pregnant. I'm kidding. That's not the secret. But it was just great to absorb these third formers' energies and their good wishes and just the joy of having a baby. Okay, no, fun and joke aside, time for the announcement.
What did I say?
Stop it. That's what you said. What did you say, Jeffrey?
It was disbelief.
Now, you guys, even though I was not a pro vlogger at the time, I did try to capture the reactions, but I turned the camera the wrong way by accident. Y'all are gonna just have to forgive me. But if you listen carefully, you can hear the audio. I gathered everyone and said, time for a family meeting.
Last time we heard like the beat I got something. I said, what kind of heartbeat that?
I said, He said, hear me? He put the thing on him and say, because me, Daddy and Josh right there, you know. And go, Daddy. You might want to call Jeffrey. Yeah. And go, what is this? And I said, what? And he said, you might want to call Jeffrey. And I said, what? Hear me? Well, as you can see here, and then point, and you see a little sack. And then in the sack. And he said, this is one. And then he moved over and said, and this is the second one. Hold on, let me check to see if it's triplets. It's not triplets. Go on, Jeffrey, don't feel it. Why are you looking at me like that? I knew. I can't tell the sex though. What I say? No, not tell more. What did I say? What I say? You're so tired on pop, dude. I was right. Yeah, if you cut back anything. So Lauren, who you just burst with last week? Because I told you. I told you. Oh, you didn't know? I told you.
The more the merrier.
You can't sleep on that.
I'm trying to set up the camera over there to record the reaction.
If Joshua had recorded this, he'd have turned the camera the right way. Did it make you feel more manly?
I was just about to say.
Did it make you feel more manly?
My masculinity max out.
Aye.
So nothing can change that. Yeah.
If I choke up in here, please. It's not good for me.
No, it's like, because, you know, she run jokes sometimes, I'm like, no, clearly this is a joke. You know? And it's the kind of thing that, I mean, you don't ever, you know, you don't prepare for that, right? Yeah. You just don't.
You guys wanted another one.
Yeah, but then not two, man. As in, not knowing it. Yeah, you know what I mean? You don't, it's just
like you were signing up for one.
Yeah, you know, it's not something that you're like, all right, let's go for twins.
Yeah.
Maybe initially, but still, it's still unbelievable because you don't get a say in none of this.
Yeah.
You know, yeah, so my father, I'm
But Chatty says it has nothing to do with the man.
When you're in your 40s, you release more eggs.
Yeah, when you're old, your body trying to get rid of all the egg. I mean, when you're
older,
of advanced maternal age.
Older.
So a man release more sperm too?
No.
No. And also the kind of twins that it is, is more in alignment with that reasoning because it's that always confused.
Just a drop egg.
They are not identical.
So they're fraternal.
Jeez.
But you have to learn it, Jeffrey, because don't you have fraternal twins?
Fraternal twins?
You have fraternal twins.
That's so cool.
So then, what do you call it now? Where did my thinking go? Definitely, it was like, I have one son, so twins. If it's 2 girls, wow. but then, attitude of gratitude says, you have one son though, give thanks. You know, so I immediately started to do that kind of work. Like, don't focus on
Gender.
Yeah, what I call the frivolities of it. Just focus on what's important. You know, them healthy, you know, how is mommy doing?
So what are you most looking forward to about being a fraternal twin dad?
Wow. That's a big one. Exciting.
Just employing all I've learned so far as a father, so to you know, you get another opportunity, like almost like a do-over, or you know, another go of it.
So what you mean when you say them have a 40-year-old father?
Yeah, meaning don't expect to see me run at no parents race and things like that.
Oh.
And that's it.
You know, and no things, no,
Try.
no. You see, that's the thing. No, just know your father is 40 plus, and just forget about things like that.
You see, the 30s are over.
That's a wrap, man.
The 30s done.
So are you saying the same thing for you too?
Remember say me and him different, you know. I'm an athlete and I will always be an athlete. Until I can't move anymore.
So you were still running the father's race?
I might not. I might not. It's kind of unfair, but
the thing is,
because you just destroy them, you crush them.
Listen, you can do a stroll and win the parents race.
Yeah,
Mr. Man, I run them neck trick players, so them blood pressure, I kill them.
Yeah, I don't have to do much.
You know, knee a slap out surgery tomorrow. No, brother. Pull this, pull that. No, sir.
Guys wake up and say, yo, Amik, what's up?
So have you thought about the practicalities of having 2 babies at the same time?
In terms of what?
Like, use the 2 on them. If you use the 2 on them, so.
No?
So you don't think that you should be thinking about?
Why? Alright, so I have how much pair of shoes? I don't wear them all at once. That's like, what are you saying?
But yeah, if you have 2 of them.
Compared to shoes?
No, I'm just saying, because I have 2 babies don't mean say, right now I have 3 kids.
But you can have them at the same time, Jeffrey.
But it's always, no, but the point
Who's
is
gonna
still
tell
one at a
him?
time.
Not really.
So suppose them crying 2 at the same time and them want to change at the same time.
So you wanna?
Don't
You wanna? Me and Sasco agree on 90% of things, but that one I not agree with. I agree on almost everything. But that one, I try to understand that one.
What you trying to understand? What?
The 2 baby them they at the same time need.
Meanwhile, I mean, what me look like? Will Smith in a I Am Legend. For me, one day I hurt, me don't understand this.
At the same time. So Nico one and you one.
I mean, in the rocket science. Hold on.
I see. That's why many animals agree on things.
Oh, Will Smith and the German Shepherd. No. I know you want their earth. Next. Joshua. Lauren. Ali.
Go on one of them here.
You just stay and ball till your time. No, but then after the world work, they will on it. But after, they're going to start learning different principles of the world, like wait your turn. So them learn more things than them young, so of course, yeah, I only can come for me now.
Okay.
Actually, there was this, I think child psychologist said if you have a newborn and you have a toddler, attend to the toddler because the newborn's not going to remember any of that stuff, like the crying and all of that. I thought that was interesting.
But it is.
So pay
Them
attention
learn,
to the
once them start learning, yeah.
Their emotions and they're aware.
I don't have any toddlers, I have 2 workers. Their childhood is over.
Yo, Joshua, Lauren, come.
They better live their best life.
They better live it up because...
I remember when you texted me, Nicole was like, come see me. I have something to tell you. I literally looked at Saf and I said, she's having twins.
What? Why did you? Why?
Because what else would you have to tell me?
Oh, come on.
That she couldn't tell you on the phone. It's a girl.
No, but
Yeah, it's a girl, it's a boy. Wait, so that's too boring.
when the doctor said, him can see 2 sacks and maybe there's a third, Mr. Alright, do not take
Hold on.
I know, he said maybe there's a third. He did. We had to wait. He did. He said that.
I know the Almighty have jokes more time. I said, Jack, no. That's cool, man. We're good, man. We're good.
He must have check because sometime the third could be behind. I was like, I never contemplate that could be true because that's just wild.
Just being careful.
But that was not possible in my book.
Could be.
Could be. Never say it was.
Yeah.
That would have rough.
That would be too much.
But if it was so, then you would have just have to adjust.
Yeah, of course, then what you have to do. If it does work with it.
Hold it.
So, yeah, I'm very pleased at the outcome.
They're under my comments saying twins. I'm not the one with the twins.
Can you confirm that conclusively for us?
For sure.
What's the 2 and 2 foot? That's it.
He literally went in the doctor's office. Please tell me it's just one baby.
Yeah, make sure I want in there.
Oh, jeez. Oh, my gosh.
Make sure I want.
So in retrospect, when I think about it, one dead giveaway, or they say the HCG levels in your body are stronger when you're having twins. And so this was the first pregnancy where I did 3 tests because I did the test so early. The first test I did, my doctor was like, that quick? Like, repeat the test in 3 days because it might just be like, a false positive. So I didn't wait for 3 days. I did a second one immediately. It was positive again. Anyway, let me show you all because I've kept all of them. So this was Miss Lauren, which was shocking indeed. So this is where I did 2. Well, 2 came in the pack. I bought these in Ohio. I was at a conference. I was feeling car sick on the bus. And I was just like, okay, I need to figure this out. And it was 2 lines. And this was my mush mush. Then Joshua was the same first response. And also 2 lines. And then now these clearly happened in the age of Instagram because these are, I didn't want to go to the pharmacy to like get pregnancy test myself. And I did not want to also send anyone because I didn't want anybody to know what I was doing. So I asked my doctor for pregnancy tests, just the ones he keeps in his office. And I sent for those in a sealed envelope. So then this is what I got. So this is the first one I did because the line is faintest. So that's how I know. Because the line is faintest. So this is how I know this was the first one I did. And I was just waiting. And then look, the line came up. And this was on the first day of my missed period. First day. And then I did this one. I think I did this one second. Because I was like, let me try a different type of test. So I did this one second. As you can see, the line was very faint. I was on a Monday. Now you see by the Friday, the line was like, hey, we are here. Definitely here. So that's the story of my pregnancy test, which I keep all of them. So that is only Joshua got one. Joshua got one and done. Everybody else got multiple. So navigators, in conclusion, I am personally really excited. The minute I found out this news, I just surrendered everything to God. This feeling of peace came over me. I'm like, this could only be God. I guess when I read up about it, and I had heard that hyperovulation, which is what occurred with me, is actually something that happens in women of advanced maternal age. But I just never thought me. And so here we are.
blessed times two, double blessings. We can only just give thanks to God. That's it. And He's in control. I must say I've thought a couple times about, like, not couple, like several times, how will I breastfeed two children at the same time? And well-meaning family members have often sent me pictures on IG of women actually doing this heroic feat, and I get frightened and I'm like, do not send me any more of these things. I don't want the algorithm to think I want to see it. I just want to just relax, and then when the time comes, I'll do it. I'm gonna have a lactation consultant soon, so I guess we can start talking about it. But I remember with Lauren, I read a whole book about breastfeeding, and I was trying to study up, and then, you know, it just made it even harder, because then I've had all this theory in my head that I was trying to actually apply, and it just put me under all this pressure, and it was so stressful. So I think once the babies are here, or right before they're here, I'll work with the lactation consultant, and while they're here, to just make sure I get the positioning right. I mean, just from an efficiency perspective, I know I'm gonna want to try and feed two of them at the same time. The last time, that I breastfed, two times I breastfed Lauren and Joshua, I always had a hyper-producing breast and then a little slow breast. So I hope both of them produce at the same rate. These are the things I think about. So yeah, I think, I don't know, that's the kind of thing. But I'm really pleased as well, because I am excited for them to grow up together, because Lauren and Joshua are, you know, almost 14 and 12. That's a big age gap. Ali is 19, not to mention, which is an even bigger age gap. So I had known in my mind, okay, this little one will feel like an only child, and, you know, I was sad about it, to be honest, but I'm like, you know, it was something, and I was like, we just have to, you know, whatever, it'll be fine. Other only children are fine, it'll be fine. But now that we know it's twins, I'm rejoicing that they'll grow up with each other, you know, the way that other kids grow up with each other. And even though Ali is off to university, so now it's just Lauren and Joshua home. I mean, thank God for technology, because, you know, they're on FaceTime and video call with Ali almost every day. So they're still close, but, you know, not physically in the same location. So I'm happy that these two will have each other. They'll get to grow up with each other. One of my thoughts when having Joshua as close as I did to Lauren, because Joshua was planned, was that I wanted Lauren and Joshua to have friends, and not to think like in each other, and not to think like I was the one that need to be their friend all the time, and I am the one that needs to do everything with them, and, you know, so I'm very pleased about this. Now, I just woke right up, and we're going to take an iron pill with a shot of orange juice, because that's what's increasing the absorption, and then I'm going to go back to bed. Today I had an interview, and then it just has made me so tired. I just haven't had the energy today at all. So do this interview. I already had the interview. Like, take this iron pill and probably go back for another nap and just relax. Have a full day of work tomorrow, and I have goals to crush, so I gotta re-up on my energy. Hope you enjoyed this vlog. Thank you in advance for all your congratulations. Lots of people were guessing over on Instagram already, and so now the cat is out of the bag. Bring it on. This is going to be the adventure of our lives, and we cannot wait. Bye, navigators. So I feel so relieved. This feels like when I finally told everybody I was pregnant, and it was like, okay, I'm pregnant. This second reveal feels like a relief, because I don't like referring to the babies in the singular. And so I've been trying to just use language that doesn't like reveal, so it's been challenging. And then every time somebody's like, your stomach is getting so big, sure it's not twins? And I'm like, ha ha. So anyways, I feel happy to be able to share this news with you. and to just be able to just be free with my extra large, massive belly. Okay, bye again.